Hi, welcome to Learning Monkey. I'm Vikram. In this class, we'll try to understand CSS color formats. So the color, what does this color formats mean is giving value to a color. For example, so far in our previous examples, whenever we want to give a value to the color, in our previous examples, we have directly given the name of the color. So for example, text color, color is equal to blue. Color, if you want to give a color to the background color, we are going to use the name of the color. So this is one of the way to give the value to the color. It may be a border color. We have used green, red and all that, right? So there are different ways by which we can give a name, by which we can give a value to the color. So the different ways by which we can give a value to the color is, one of the ways is named colors. So far, whatever the colors, the names of the colors that we have given, so this is going to come under this category. And the other one is hexadecimal codes. The next one is RGB. RGB stands for red, green, blue. So these are the light intensities by which we can define any color. Okay. And the next one is RGBA. A stands for alpha. Alpha means it is opacity. And next one is HSL. HSL stands for hue, saturation and lightness. And similarly, we are having another method called HSLA. So RGB, RGBA, HSL and HSLA, all of these are functions. So how they can be defined, what are the values that we need to give. So all those concepts we will try to understand, and we will try to understand it by using an example. Let's go on to our Visual Studio Code. Here is our Visual Studio Code. Here what I have done is I have taken an example, and a very simple example, H1 heading, and this is where we are going to give the values to the color, and this is the format that we have used so far. Directly giving the names of the colors is one of the way which we call it as named colors. And apart from this, there are different ways. One of the way is hexadecimal codes. So how the hexadecimal codes will look like? So this is how the hexadecimal codes will look like. So there will be 6 digits, and each digit is going to be between 0 to E. So I think you know the hexadecimal codes, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and also A, B, C, D, E. So any value, any one value, so every digit is going to occupy any one value. By getting this, by giving these 6 digits, we are going to get a color. So try to understand this. Hash followed by 6 digits, 6 values, anywhere between 0 to E, hexadecimal codes. So anywhere, any of these 6 digits is going to generate a color. Try to understand this. Now, how can we know that? So which color is going to have which code? We are going to get lots of combinations, right? How can we get those codes? And the first 2 are going to represent red, the next 2 are going to represent green, and these 2 are going to represent blue. So always a color is generated by using the combinations of red, green and blue. Okay, so the first 3 are going to represent the red code for red color, means the intensity of reds, and these 2 are going to represent the intensity of greens, and these 2 are going to represent the intensities of blues. Okay, 0 to okay, so this is how the hexadecimal codes are given. So this is a format for hexadecimal codes. Now how can we get those hexadecimal codes? So no need to remember any of these hexadecimal codes, there is no need, but there is a way to get these colors. So just Google it. We have different online tools that are available in the market. So let's go on to our Google. So here just give Canva color wheel. So this is the color wheel which is going to generate the hexadecimal codes for your colors. So just press it, just Google it and go on to this web page. Now in this web page, see here, red, green and blue. So the code that is generated for this color, so wherever this symbol is, if you change this symbol, for example, if you want to go for blue, if you change this symbol this code will get this code will change. So this is a tool. This is one of the very well used tool, which is Canvas, which is there in the Canvas website. You just search for Canva color wheel. You are going to get this color wheel. By using this color wheel, if you change these values, this symbol, so this button, you are going to get different colors. So based upon your choice, you decide the color. You just copy this color and use it. So let's use it in our example. So here, instead of blue, we will give another color. So I'm just using this color. Just see the output. So how it is going to be. So in our color format, this is the color. So this is how hexadecimal codes are used. This is the format for hexadecimal codes. By using these hexadecimal codes, we can generate colors. Okay, and the other way is RGB. RGB stands for red, green and blue. And what are the values? So how to give these values? The values, we have to give the values for red, green and blue. And how can we give that is, I'm going to use this. So by using this color, what we are going to get? By using this RGB function, what we are going to get? That we will try to understand. So by using this color, I'm going to get blue color. See, these values are always between 0 to 255. Try to understand this. So here we have to give an intensity between a value between 0 to 255, which is going to decide an intensity of red color, and this value is going to decide the intensity of green color, and this value is going to decide the intensity of blue color. Blue 255 means the thickest possible intense blue color, and remaining red and green has become 0. So that is the reason why we are going to get this blue color. Okay, for example, if you want to give, let's change this color to 123. I am giving randomly, and let's make it as 3. Now with this, what is the color that we are going to get? This is the color we got. So I have given it randomly. You play with these numbers, you are going to get a certain color. Okay, so by this we can get, this is what we call it as RGB values. So let's see the output. So how it will get generated. So this is how the RGB, the color that we got here is same as that of this one. Okay, and what about RGBA? A stands for alpha. Alpha means it is opacity. And what is the value that we can give for opacity? The opacity has to be defined between 0 to 1. For example, if I want to give the opacity to 0.1, opacity means it is transparency. If you want to give a transparency to the specified color, then we can use this RGBA. By using this RGBA, the fourth parameter will get added, and that parameter value has to be between 0 to 1. Okay, so 0 and 1 are also allowed. So if you give 1 means, again it will become the same color. So let's give 1 and we will see. So if you give 1, the same color is getting generated. See here, the same color is getting generated. And if I make it as 0.1, let's see the output. So how it will look like. So the transparency, this is what we call it as transparency. Okay, so this is how RGBA can be used. And apart from this RGBA, there is another format called HSL. So what does HSL stands for? H stands for hue, S stands for saturation, L stands for lightness. So the function that we have is HSL, and the parameters that we are going to have is 3 parameters. So the parameters, we will discuss about those parameters also. So I am just copy pasting it. I am using that HSL, and with this HSL we are going to get this color. So what does this hue stands for is, it is the degree of the color. So this HSL is going to be anywhere between 0 to 360. Try to understand this. So every degree is going to generate a specific color, and if you want to increase the intensity of this color, so for example, if you make it as 50%, the saturation will change. Saturation means the intensity. The intensity will change. See here. So comparatively, the intensity has been changed. Let's make it 100%. So with 100% the intensity, this is the intensity that we are going to get. And if you make it as 10%, if you make it as 10%, so the intensity has changed. See here. So S stands for, it is always to be given in percentages. So here, if you make it as 100%, let's see. So we can see here also, if you make it 100%, the pointer is here. See here, the pointer is here. And as you drag it down, the percentages are changing. So we can see those colors here also. If it is HSL, we can see those colors here also. And if you drag it down, the saturation intensity, the intensity of the green is changing. Now for this 145, we are going to get this hue. Means this is the color we are going to get. And how many degrees are possible? 360 degrees are possible. 0 to 359. Those number of hues are possible. For every hue, there is a saturation and there is a lightness. So for example, if you want to change, so as you move this pointer, the lightness and the saturation changes. Based upon your requirement, you place it in a certain point so that you can change the color. Okay, so and one more point. So by using this pixel, you can change that also. So you can see the values. And for example, if you click here, we are going to get different other possibilities for RGB and also the color code. This is the color code we are going to get. No need to go to the color wheel. We can use this also to get the color. And here we can also see the edge, the browsers that are going to support these colors. So all these browsers are going to support these colors. And apart from this, if you want to add HSLA, so let's change it to SSL, and you want to add opacity. See here, just by changing this value. So I just clicked it. So if you keep it on the top, this is going to become HSL. If I want to add transparency, just click here, drag here, the transparency alpha value is getting added. Try to understand this. Means the opacity is going to change. So if I go down, the opacity will become very light. It will become more transparent. So let's see the output. So how it will look like. So this is how it will look like. So the opacity has been changed. If I increase the opacity, the thickness, the transparency is going to increase. So this is how it will look like. So these are all the different color formats. Means the values for the colors can be given in all these different ways. Hope you got the clarity on this concept. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to our channel and press bell icon for the latest updates. And if you have any doubts regarding this concept, please post your doubt in the comment section below. If you feel that this video is helpful to you, please give us a like and please share this video with your friends so that they will also get benefited. Thanks for watching.